Well, look at this shit. Winter is back yet again. They said an inch last night. We got about 3 or 4. So that's not very much fun. My plan today is firewood, and it's going to be a fucking mess getting it done. Inch of snow I didn't mind, whatever, can deal with that. This crap is sticky, heavy, compact. It's going to stick to everything when I try to move it around. So I'm going to try to shove as much in here as I can. As you'll notice, that's what I got left. I made her just through the week on a little section. Right there. Basically, if you square that off 16 inches, that's what I got. That's what I made it on. So we're going to shove the wood splitter to the back here. Stick as much in here as I can. It's supposed to be near 50 degrees the middle of the week, end of the week. So it's going to turn everything into a fucking mess. I don't know that I want to plow this yet. It's still soft underneath. I'd take a lot of gravel with it. I'm trying to get a base pack down, but that's not working either. So still plenty. It's still a small enough amount that we can drive through it, pack it down. It's just going to turn into a sloppy fucking mess when we go to by the end of the week, but whatever. So it's a little chance with his little limp. Poor old dog. Still getting by though. His bum knee. Pigs are up there. I just gave him some grain. If you can see. There they are. Eating away. Fuck, I should shoot one of them bastards today and hang it, but I don't have everything set up in the shop yet. I'm gonna have to work on that this afternoon, butcher one next weekend. We're actually running pretty damn low on meat in the freezer right now. So I wanted to have meat in our freezer about a month ago, but so we were trying to run everything down. Now it's really getting run down. So yeah, next weekend for sure. I was kind of hoping to get some venison in the freezer, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Especially now with the snow. Around here they kind of vacate. You don't see much for deer around here after it snows. Because they basically all they can eat around here is the pasture and the hayfield and paw around and that stuff. Now they'll go back in the woods where they can browse on the acorns and all that stuff. And I only got a couple trees of acorns out in the pasture out there. I went out there and sat for a little bit yesterday afternoon, but a couple of fawns came through, but Mama must have been getting chased around by the buck, so. Oh well, alright, we'll catch back up here in a little bit. We'll wait for the glow plugs. Glow plugs are out. Minty. Heat is on. Heat is on. Heat is on. Wipers are off so that way the window can thaw out. Perfect. We got the pallet forks on. We're gonna go grab a bunch of logs out of the pasture out there. Do some more pasture logging. Kind of tootle around out there, check things out. It's gonna be a long day fucking around in this snow, I tell you what. This is why I'd like to have all this shit done before winter, but guess what? When other shit's going on, it doesn't fucking happen. So once again, I'm fucking hand to mouth on fucking something. I got ahead on the fucking hay Although I don't have it all home yet, but whatever. We'll have enough to make it through the fucking winter anyway. So, hopefully this winter we can get ahead on the firewood, stay ahead on both, and go from there. I don't know. See what the fuck happens, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking mess in the woods today. Oh well. We're just picking away out here. You see the cows fucked up the fence at one point. I gotta fix that in the spring. I should cut it and just run through there with the skidder, but we don't have a whole lot of trees. We only probably got about 2 dozen more trees to take out of here and we'll be done in here, so I'm gonna kind of tootle on down this way and take a look. There's a few popples right in there that we gotta take out. A big birch tree that's a leaner that could possibly fall on the deer stand. There's the deer stand, by the way. So I want to get rid of that. A few of these scrubbier ones down here, I'm just going to leave them until the spring and I'll tip them out with the excavator and then cut them up. We take that group of 3 right there too. We can get them ones. There's a few sticks in each one of them. A couple of sticks in each one, I should say. Yeah, so we're gonna, oh, that one, wind busted that one off right there. I knew that one was dead, but tootle around out here a little bit. Now I like to get back in that island back there, that little peninsula. I shouldn't call it an island because it is connected. I like to get back in there and thin all that out too, because there's a lot of mature popple in there. Not sure where I'm going to go through the fence at on that thing, so kind of just eyeballing everything around here. There's a couple of popples up in here. That one and that one can go. There's a little one beside it. Kind of trying to leave this whole grove in here of hardwood. Leave most of the hardwood through here and take out the popple and all that stuff that kind of encroaches on everything. Obviously take out the stuff that's dead or dying. And yeah, I was hoping to get you some action shots, but we'll see how the wind does later. Right now the wind's howling. You can't tell it, but she's whipping pretty good. And it always tips my damn camera over, so. Alright, well, this is a pretty good sized tree. Normally I won't drag them out with the tractor, but oh, this one was close enough that I could get in and get a hold of it. So we're going to ease her back. I just didn't want to jockey around in there around the stumps trying to pick up the pieces, so that's the only reason we're pulling it out. We're just going to pull it out this way. Oh yeah. It's actually a pretty nice damn log. It'd be, the first section would be a saw log if it was a little bit more clear, but that'll work. Now you only gotta do 1 or 2, that's not a big deal. Again, we're just cleaning up all this little scrub fucking popple and bullshit that's you can't really get a hold of it with the chokers anyway. A lot of it's only, you know, 6 inches around. The chokers come off and it gets to be a pain in the ass. Plus you're running a skidder around for a lot of bullshit. Most of this way I can cut it up into 80-inch lengths. So I cut it into 80s because they fit through the door better, a little bit easier for me to handle. And that's 420s. Works perfect in the wood stove. Gives me plenty of space. I'm not trying to cram them in there to get 2 rows in. So, man, it gives you plenty of headspace. You can go 60 on there, but you get right in front of the fan, you block the fucking fan, and then it doesn't work anyway. So, I think I'm going to do one more. We're going to shuttle 1 or 2 more loads back, depending on what this adds up to, and then we're going to call it. So I'm trying to make sure this all in the doorway and not hit the top of the door frame there, because that'll fuck up the door. Oh yeah. Come on. Get in there. Yeah, that one. Ah, big bastard. Oh, there we go. Perfect. How's that for you? Well, that's not such a terrible stack of wood in there, I suppose. A little precarious, but it'll work. I got a couple of errands I gotta run. I gotta run and get some parts for the excavator, so I'm gonna do that before shit closes up. But at least I got enough in there to scrape by for the time being. We get the excavator and the skidder going. That'll change the game plan significantly. So, especially if I could get that old bitch running, so I could pull a wood wagon with it, that would be awesome as well. But one fucking project at a time. I can only do so many. There you go. Fucking tractor logging in the winter wonderland. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. We'll see you guys again next time. Oh look, the wind fucked up one of the fake shutters on the fucking house too. Great. Alright, throw me a thumbs up if you don't mind, subscribe if you haven't, ring my bell, get my notifications, and hey, we'll see you guys again next time.